My daughter is missing. She's been gone for 6 hours. I'm searching the forest behind our cabin with my dog. He found something dead, a dead deer torn open, but something about it was wrong. Its organs had been pulled out and arranged on the ground in a deliberate pattern, almost as if someone had been studying them, trying to learn the anatomy. Then I heard my daughter's voice, calling from the trees. "Daddy, I'm scared." But something was off. The rhythm of the words felt unnatural, spaced too evenly, like someone just learning how to speak. "Daddy, I am scared." 3 separate sentences, and my dog didn't run toward the sound. He ran away from it. Every summer we rent a cabin in the Cascade Mountains of Washington. It's remote and silent, the nearest neighbor 4 miles away. A perfect family escape. My daughter Emma, 7 years old, adores it. She spends her days exploring the woods, collecting rocks, and chasing butterflies. Today she went too far. I was inside making lunch, and when I looked out the window, she was gone. I called her name with no reply. Grabbing my German Shepherd Rex, I told him, "Find Emma." We'd practiced this drill. He knew her scent. Rex led me deep into the forest, farther than Emma had ever ventured. The deeper we went, the quieter everything became. No birds, no insects. The forest felt like it was holding its breath. After about 30 minutes, Rex stopped and growled low. In front of us lay a deer carcass, freshly killed, still warm, but not eaten. It had been dissected. The chest cavity was open, the organs placed neatly in a line, heart, lungs, stomach, arranged like an anatomical display. What kind of creature does this? That's when I heard it. "Daddy, I'm scared." Emma's voice coming from the trees ahead. I sprinted toward it, but Rex backed away, still growling. "Emma, I'm coming," I shouted. "Daddy, I am scared." The pattern repeated, that same unnatural spacing. The voice sounded like her, but wrong, mechanical. "Emma," I called, "where are you?" "I am here, Daddy." It came from my left, closer than before, though I still couldn't see anything. "Come out, sweetheart," I said. "I can't see you." "I cannot come out." "Why not?" "I am stuck." Something felt terribly wrong. Emma never spoke like that. She was articulate for her age. Each word sounded learned, rehearsed. "Emma," I asked carefully, what are you stuck in?" "I am learning to be Emma." My heart froze. That wasn't my daughter. "Who are you?" I whispered. There was no answer, only rustling, something large moving through the undergrowth. It shifted between 4 legs and 2, as if it couldn't decide how to move. Rex barked once, sharply, then whimpered and bolted. I called his name, but he was gone. I was alone. "Daddy, I am here." The voice moved around me in circles, threading through the trees. "Look at me, Daddy." I turned in every direction and saw nothing until something stepped out from behind a tree. It looked like Emma. Same size, same blonde hair, same pink jacket. Yet the proportions were wrong. The arms too long, the neck too thin, the face unnaturally smooth, like a drawing imitating life. "Hi, Daddy," it said with a smile that showed too many teeth. "Emma is here." It stepped forward, its joints bending the wrong way before snapping into place. "I practice walking like Emma." I stepped back. "Where's my daughter?" I demanded. The thing tilted its head almost 90 degrees. "I am real Emma. I learn her shape, her voice, her daddy." It took another step, moving more naturally now, adapting with each motion. "Soon I am perfect, Emma. Then you take me home." "You're not my daughter," I said. "I won't take you anywhere." It paused, then smiled again. "Then I find real Emma, make her teach me better. She is close. I keep her alive for learning." That word, alive, struck me. "Take me to her," I said. It watched me closely. "You come with me. I show you she is safe." Then it turned and walked deeper into the forest. I followed. After 20 minutes with no path in sight, the smell hit me: rot, blood, and decay. We reached a cave entrance, small and dark. The creature crawled inside. "She is here? Come, see." I turned on my phone's flashlight and followed it in. The tunnel opened into a chamber. Dozens of animals were laid out inside, dissected and arranged like specimens. Deer, foxes, even a mountain lion. All opened, organs displayed on the floor like a grotesque study hall. And there at the back of the cave was a cage made of branches. Inside sat Emma, the real Emma, alive, trembling, filthy. "Daddy!" she screamed. I ran to her, ripping away the branches. The creature watched calmly. "I will keep her safe, study her, watch how she moves." I pulled Emma into my arms. "It's been watching me," she whispered, "copying me. It knows everything I do." The creature stepped closer. "Now, I know, Emma, I am ready to be Emma. You leave old Emma here. Take new Emma home." "We're both leaving," I told it. It tilted its head again. "No, only one Emma leaves. You choose which Emma you want." Then it began to change. Bones crackled, skin shifted, muscle stretched, reshaping itself into a perfect copy of my daughter. Two Emmas now stood before me, identical down to the smallest detail. Both looked at me and said together, "Daddy, let's go home." My stomach dropped. I tried asking questions, but both gave identical answers: her birthday, her best friend, her favorite toy. Every detail was perfect. There was no way to tell them apart. Then I said, "Emma, sing your favorite song." One Emma immediately began singing "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star" in her soft, sweet voice. The other hesitated just a fraction of a second before joining in. That pause was enough. I grabbed the first Emma and ran. Behind me, the creature screamed a sound no human could make, echoing through the forest. When we finally reached the cabin, I locked every door and called the police. They searched the cave, found the dissected animals, but not the creature. It had vanished. That was 3 weeks ago. Emma seems normal, happy even, but sometimes I catch her doing little things that feel off. The way she blinks, the precision of her smile, the perfect rhythm in her breathing. And yesterday she said something that froze me. "Daddy, I am so happy to be home." 3 separate sentences, then quickly corrected. "I'm so happy to be home." And now I keep asking myself, did I choose the right one? Or did the thing let me think I did? There are 4 of us hunting elk in Montana. Brothers. We've done this trip for 20 years. Same forest, same week. We know these woods. But this morning I woke up and there were 5 of us. An extra person at the campfire, wearing my brother David's face. David's already here. There are 2 of him. Both claim to be real. Both have all his memories. Both have the scar on his hand from a knife accident in 2009. When I asked the others which one arrived first, they looked at me confused. "There's only 4 of us," they said. "You're seeing things." But I count 5. I keep counting 5. And they keep insisting it's 4. 4 brothers. Me, oldest, age 43. Robert, 41. David, 38. Michael, youngest, 35. Annual hunting trip, Montana wilderness. Same location for 2 decades. We know every trail, every ridge, every water source. 5 days, no cell service, no civilization, just us and the elk. Day 1 went normal. Set up camp, checked equipment, planned tomorrow's hunt. Went to sleep around 10 p.m. 4 sleeping bags, 4 men, all accounted for. I woke at 6 a.m. Campfire was already going, everyone up. But when I counted, 5 people. 4 of my brothers. Plus me is 5. But that's wrong. Should be 4 total. I counted again. Me, Robert, David, Michael, and David. 2 of him, sitting on opposite sides of the fire, both wearing the same clothes, both looking identical. Guys, I said, anyone else seeing this?" They looked at me. "Seeing what?" Robert asked. There are two Davids? I pointed. They followed my finger, looked confused. What are you talking about? Michael said. There's one David right there. He pointed at the David on the left. I pointed at the other one. Then who's that? They looked where I pointed, at the David on the right. That's Michael, Robert said. But it wasn't. It was clearly David. Same face, same everything. That's not Michael, that's David. There are two of them. The David on the right spoke. You feeling okay, man? Maybe altitude sickness? Honey, there's four of us, like always. I counted out loud. Me, Robert, David on the left, David on the right. Where's Michael? Everyone pointed at the David on the right. Right there, they said in unison. That's Michael. But it wasn't Michael. Michael is shorter, darker hair. This was David's face. I know my brother's face. You're all seeing him as Michael? I asked. They nodded. Both Davids nodded. One was pretending to be Michael, or everyone else was under some spell, or I was losing my mind. Okay, I said. David, tell me your wife's name. Left, David. Sarah. Right, David. Jessica. That's Michael's wife. But right, David had David's face. See? Robert said. That's Michael. You called him David. You're confused. I tested more. Michael, what do you do for work? Right, David answered. Electrician. Michael's job. But David's face, everyone else saw Michael. I saw David. What's happening? I whispered. Left, David approached me. You're seeing double. It happens at altitude. We should get you down. But as he got closer, I noticed something. His shadow was wrong. Too long. Moving slightly independent from his body, like it was delayed. Copying his movements a half-second late. I looked at right David. His shadow was normal, matched his movements exactly. Your shadow is wrong, I told left David. He looked down, smiled. It's just the angle of the sun. But the sun was directly overhead. No angle would create that effect. That's when I realized. Left David was the fake, the skinwalker. It had copied David perfectly, looked like him, sounded like him, knew his memories. But it made everyone else see it as the real David and made them see the real David as Michael. It was manipulating perception, making itself fit into the group, replacing David without anyone noticing, except me. For some reason, I could see both, could see the real and the fake. Why can I see you? I asked left David quietly. He leaned in, whispered, because you're next. I'm showing you how it works. How I slide into a life, replace someone, and no one notices. Watch. He straightened, spoke loudly. Hey, remember that time we all went fishing and David caught that huge trout? Everyone nodded. Yeah? Robert said. That was amazing. But that never happened. It was Michael who caught a huge trout, not David. The skinwalker was rewriting memories, planting false ones, and everyone accepted them. No, I said. That was Michael, not David. They looked at me like I was crazy. It was definitely David, Michael said. But he should remember it was him. His own memory was being altered. The skinwalker could change the past, make itself fit into the story retroactively. Soon, left David whispered to me. Your brothers won't remember you. They'll remember me as the oldest brother. You'll become the extra, the one who doesn't belong. And they'll ask you to leave, to go home, because there's only supposed to be 4, and with me that makes 4. You become the 5th, the odd one out, and then you're alone in the woods, and I hunt you and take your shape next. That's how I collect families, one at a time, replacing each, until I have them all. I backed away. Robert, Michael, real David, listen to me. That's not David. It's something else. It's replacing him. They stared at me, concerned. Who are you talking about? Robert asked. There is no fake David. Are you okay? You're acting paranoid. Who's the oldest brother? I asked. You are, Michael said, then hesitated. Wait, no, David is. He pointed at left David, the fake. David's the oldest, right? Yeah, David's 43. No, I'm 43. I'm the oldest. But even as I said it, I felt the certainty slipping. Was I the oldest? Or was David? The memories were fuzzing, changing. I was being edited out. Maybe you should head back, Left David said kindly. We can handle the hunt. You're not feeling well, it's okay. We'll see you next year. Next year, when I wouldn't exist, when he'd have fully replaced me, taken my spot, and my brothers would never know. I ran into the forest, away from camp. Behind me, I heard them calling, "Wait, come back." But I kept running. I had to stay away, had to maintain distance. As long as I didn't go back, I was still me, still real. I've been hiding for 2 days now. I'm watching the camp from a distance. They're hunting, laughing, 4 brothers. Left David fully integrated. No one questions it. No one remembers the real David differently. And this morning I saw them pack up, start hiking out early. They usually stay 5 days. It's only day 3. I followed at a distance, heard them talking. Shame the oldest couldn't make it this year, Robert said. Who's the oldest? Michael asked. David, they said together, pointing at Left David. My name wasn't mentioned. I'd been erased. I never existed in their memories. They're gone now. What? Left the forest? I'm still here, alone, and last night? I saw it, the real skinwalker. Not wearing David's face anymore, wearing mine, practicing, walking like me, talking like me, getting ready. Next year, it'll show up to the hunting trip, as me, and my brothers will welcome it, never knowing they lost 2 brothers, only remembering 3, then 2, then 1, until the skinwalker is all that's left. A family of copies, wearing stolen faces, hunting in the woods, where the real brothers disappeared, one by one, replaced and forgotten. I'm writing this on a piece of bark, leaving it at the trailhead. If you find it, don't go hunting with your family in Montana. Don't make it easy. Don't gather together in remote places, because it's watching, learning, and once it picks a family, it takes them all, slowly, until no one remembers the originals, until the copies are all that remain. And they continue the tradition every year, forever, hunting in the woods where something else is hunting them. My hunting buddy Mark died 3 years ago. I was there. I watched him fall off a cliff in Navajo territory. We had a funeral. I buried him. Last week, Mark showed up at my campsite. Same face, same voice, same scar on his eyebrow. He remembered everything, every inside joke, every memory. He even knew things only Mark would know, things I never told anyone. But when I asked him, "What did you say to me right before you fell?" he smiled and said, "I don't remember falling because I didn't fall. You did, and you've been dead for 3 years. I'm the real one, and I can prove it. I've been hunting in New Mexico for 15 years. Same territory, same trails. My buddy Mark and I had it down to a routine. Until November 2022. We were tracking elk near Shiprock. Mark was ahead of me on a narrow ridge trail. The ground gave way. I reached for him. Missed. He fell 200 feet. I climbed down. Found his body, called search and rescue. They recovered him. I identified him, attended his funeral. His parents buried him in Ohio. I stopped hunting for a year, couldn't go back. The guilt was crushing. I should have grabbed him, should have been faster. But eventually I returned. November 2025. Same area, different trails, avoiding the place he died. I set up camp in a valley 5 miles from the accident site. Solo trip, processing grief, healing. Second night, I heard footsteps, someone walking into camp. 11 p.m., middle of nowhere. I grabbed my flashlight and pointed it at the sound. Mark was standing at the edge of my firelight, same height, same build, same face, wearing the exact clothes he died in. "Hey man," he said, "got room for one more?" I dropped the flashlight. "You're dead. I watched you die. You're not real." He picked up the flashlight, handed it back. "I know this is weird, but I'm here. I'm real. Touch me." I didn't move. He stepped closer. "It's me, Mark. I didn't die. I survived the fall. Been living out here ever since. Couldn't go back. Couldn't face everyone. But I saw your camp. recognized your gear, figured it was time. His story made no sense. No one survives a 200-foot fall. I identified your body. Your parents buried you. He looked sad. I don't know what you buried, but I'm standing here, alive. I've been surviving in these woods for 3 years, hunting, hiding. I know it sounds crazy. I tested him. What was the last thing we talked about before you fell? Elk migration patterns. You said they'd moved further west this season. Correct. What's your mom's maiden name? Patterson. Correct. What did I give you for your 30th birthday? Bench-made knife, custom engraving. Stay sharp. You thought you were hilarious. Correct. Every question, every memory, perfect. He knew everything Mark would know, but something felt wrong. His eyes didn't blink enough, his smile was too wide, and when he moved, his joints bent slightly wrong, like someone wearing a suit that didn't quite fit. Okay, I said. You're Mark. You survived. You've been living out here for 3 years. Why now? Why come to my camp? He sat by the fire. Because I'm tired. Tired of being alone, tired of hiding, and because something else is out here. Something that has been hunting me. I need help. What's hunting you? He looked into the darkness. I don't know what to call it, but it wears shapes. Animal shapes, people shapes. I've seen it as a deer, as a coyote, as other hikers. It's been following me for months, getting closer, learning, and yesterday I saw it wearing my shape, standing on the ridge where I fell, looking down, like it was remembering or practicing. My blood ran cold. Skinwalker, he nodded. That's what the Navajo call them. I've been reading, learning, trying to understand. They mimic, they copy, they replace, and once they have your shape perfected, they take your place. And you, he trailed off. And you what? And you disappear. Become them, trade places. I think that's what's happening to me. I feel myself fading, like I'm becoming less real, and it's becoming more real. Soon I won't be me anymore. I'll be the copy, and it will be the original. I stared at him. How do I know you're not already it? How do I know you're the real Mark and not the skinwalker? He met my eyes. You don't. That's the point. It's perfect. But there's one test. One question only the real Mark would answer correctly. Ask me what I said to you right before I fell, I asked. What did you say to me right before you fell? He smiled, that too wide smile. I don't remember falling, because I didn't fall. You did. And you've been dead for 3 years. I'm the real one, and I can prove it. He pulled out his phone, showed me photos, me and Mark. But I was different, slightly off, proportions wrong, eyes wrong. You're the copy, he said. You died on that ridge. The skinwalker took your shape, took your memories, took your life. You've been living as the copy for 3 years. And the real you, he's out there, trying to get his life back. I'm here to help him. I looked at my hands. They looked normal. Felt normal. You're lying. This is a trick. He shook his head. Think, really think. Do you have any memories from before the fall? Real, clear memories, or are they fuzzy? Like you're remembering someone else's life? I tried to remember. My childhood, my family. The memories were there, but distant, like watching a movie, not like living it. That's because they're not your memories, Mark said. They're his, the real ones. You absorbed them when you took his shape, but they're not yours. You're the echo, the copy, and he's coming to reclaim his life. From the darkness, I heard footsteps, someone else approaching. Another figure stepped into the firelight. It was me, exact copy. Same clothes, same face, same everything. Get away from him, the other me said to Mark. He's the skinwalker, not me. I'm the real one. I've been tracking it for 3 years. Mark stood. See? Now there's 2 of you. Which one is real? The other me pointed at Mark. He's the skinwalker. He's been trying to replace me, creating copies, confusing the original. Don't trust him. I looked at Mark, at the other me. Both claiming to be real, both claiming the other was the monster. And I couldn't remember, couldn't tell. Who was I? Was I the real one or the copy? Had I died 3 years ago, or had I survived? Mark smiled. The other me smiled. Both identical, both perfect. And then they spoke in unison. There's a reason you can't tell, because we're both real and we're both copies. The skinwalker doesn't just replace one person, it creates multiple versions, spreads them out, plants them in different lives, and eventually none of them know which was original. That's you, that's us. We're all copies. And the real one, he's long gone, dead for years. We're what's left, fighting over scraps of his identity forever. They both stepped forward. Reaching for me, I ran into the darkness, into the forest, and behind me I heard them multiplying. More voices, all mine, all Mark's, dozens of copies, calling my name, claiming to be real, claiming I was the fake. I'm still running, 3 days now. And every time I stop, I find another camp, with another version of me, all looking confused, all claiming to be original. And I can't tell anymore, can't remember what's real. Did I die on that ridge? Am I the copy? Or am I the skinwalker? And if I am, when did I stop being human? When did I become the thing wearing my face?